Hey everyone, we're live at the Paste Studio in New York right now with Brian Dunne. Brian, welcome back, man. It's great to see you again.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course, dude. And joining you today is Dave Speranza on bass. Dave, it's wonderful to meet you. Thanks for coming. Yeah, dude. So we're going to hear two songs from the forthcoming album. The album will be out in 2020. The songs are out in the world right now as singles and videos too, right? Each of them has a video.
Yep.
As well. And so we'll hear two from the forthcoming album. We're going to hear one from a previous album. And tell us what's coming up first.
Yeah, we're going to start with the latest single. This is called Nothing Matters Anymore. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we are at the brink of who knows. You got a good idea, Romeo. I lost faith in luck long ago. I guess I just switched teams. My Aunt Alice used to work for the Stones. Now she sits around the house alone, playing Scrabble on her telephone. I don't know what that means. Out in front of the drugstore lights, we're getting drunk on a Tuesday night. You do whatever you want with your life, I'll do whatever with mine. It just works like that. You learn to live or it breaks your back. I believe Mark Twain said that. Is that right? Oh yes, I'm sure. I used to worry about the way I talk. I used to think about the way I thought. I used to talk about myself a lot, but nothing matters anymore. Nothing matters anymore, she said. All the truth is irrelevant. Just look at the president. Can you believe this shit? And all the while I was thinking about this girl I met outside a bar downtown. She'd been giving me the runaround. I was waiting for the hint. She said she lived in LA, but now that all of her debts were paid, she'd probably move to New York someday if she could only swing a rent. Oh, it just works like that. You learn to live or it breaks your back. I believe Rick James said that. Is that right? Oh yes, I'm sure. I used to worry about the way I talk. I used to think about the way I thought. I used to talk about myself a lot, but nothing matters anymore. Try, but it's never enough. Some days you wanna give up and get a soda with your big kid lunch. You ought to supersize that. Oh, you've been gunning for the prize, and I know it's hard. You got a cynical mind and a big bad heart, it's true. Ooh, that's what I love about you. 'Cause I used to think about the way I thought. My God, I was a goddamn bore. I used to think that I could steer the plot, but nothing matters anymore. I used to worry about the way I talk. I used to think about the way I thought. I used to talk about myself a lot, but nothing matters anymore. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, man. It sounds great. Dude, I like that song a lot. It's, it's a nod to current state of affairs, but also like then this is what hopefully happens to people as they age. You know, things start to matter a whole lot less as you get older. And, not that literally nothing matters, but those little things that used to bother you so much and hang you up are just, you know, the static kind of falls away as you get older and learn things.
Yeah, I was trying to put a positive spin on the world ending.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Well done, dude. It's exactly what it is. Because upon first listen, it's like, all right, it's current affairs. But then, you know, hear it a second time, it's like, well, no, man, it's not just that. Yes, there's that. Everything's going straight to hell. But you know,
it's definitely inspired by some psychedelic experiences, and the fact that that reality is stranger than being on mushrooms right now. So that was sort of the inspiration behind the song.
Yeah. Well, can you talk a little bit about the process of recording it and what, so the album comes out, in case you're just joining us, the internet, the album comes out in 2020 at some point. And can you talk about what it was like working with Andrew Sarlo and what he brought to the table when you bring a song like that to the table? What does that look like when you guys work together?
Well, yeah, I love working with Sarlo. He's one of my best pals, and he's a genius. Though he wouldn't let me say that.
Too late.
But he's not here, so I can say that. But yeah, a song like that is right in his wheelhouse because we had so much fun recording that song, particularly. Like if you listen to it closely, like you can hear us at one point we're just all like screaming. We just screamed for 4 minutes and we recorded it, and it's like in the background of the track. So we honestly, it was just so much fun to record the record. It was like, we did it over the course of a couple weeks in LA. And, but Sarlo's, you know, he's got like kind of like a Yoda way about him. He just like, he makes decisions and they're guided by some internal pulse inside him. And I just have learned to follow him over the years, you know?
Nice. Cool, man. I'm glad that you guys have that relationship and that you know enough to let it go and let him do his thing if he's been a true guide so far.
Yeah, you know, it took a long time. We've worked together on a lot of projects, but this was the first time he's ever produced a record for me. And it was so great having him in the driver's seat. It just allowed me to play the guitar and sing my songs. And we kind of worked in tandem on the writing process where I would sort of send him a bunch of songs and he would send me back notes and we sort of like would whittle it down and then he'd give me an assignment, like write me one like this. And I felt very challenged as a songwriter because I was like, okay, I got to come up with one of these, you know? So I'd send him 3 options and we'd pick one. And we sort of put the album together that way.
Cool, man. Well, cheers to you guys. Here's hoping that continues to be a fruitful relationship for many years. We'll stay tuned as it develops.
As it develops, yes. Yeah. Please stay tuned as it develops, as our relationship develops.
Yeah, man. And all of those details will be made public at briandunnemusic.net as it develops. And as more things happen, we're just 1/3 of the way through. There's 2 more songs coming up. Are you going to do another one off of the forthcoming album? Or are you going to go back in time? Or
we're
going to
do. We'll do the first single now. This is also the lead track on the record. This is a song called Harlem River Drive. 1, 2, 3, 4. State trooper shined a flashlight through a dark night on the Palisades. Said I was flying, I did not notice. Was just trying to focus on the time I made in life and sacrifice. You're just a short ride from paradise and just a slip from your hardest days. I'll never know, babe, which way to go, babe. I'm just trying to hold on along the way. You were born in mid-November. The trees were amber, the air was crisp. But darkness fell on your wishing well, where you kept your harmlessness in life and sacrifice. You're just a short ride listen to the water running by. Flash my headlights across the state line, coming over the Harlem River Drive. In life and sacrifice, sure, just a short ride from paradise, and just a slip from your hardest days. I'll never know, babe, which way to go, babe. I'm just trying to hold on along the way. In life and sacrifice, sure, just a short ride from paradise, and just a slip from your hardest days. I'll never know, babe, which way to go, babe. I'm just trying to hold on along the way. I'll never know, babe, which way to go, babe. I'm just trying to hold on along the way. Thanks.
All right, thank you guys. So the internet's happy, man. There's a lot of happy people on the other side of those screens right now. You've got, do you know Linda Dunne?
Oh, that's my, yeah. Hi, Aunt Linda.
Aunt Linda? Aunt Linda is here. Aunt Linda says, awesome, Brian. There are many people who don't share your last name on this live stream also. Frank Adam Brenner of the internet says, clean, simple, pure folk music. Nicely done.
Thank you.
Yeah, man.
I don't know that guy.
Yeah.
So that's 1 out of 2.
Yeah, well, so I did want to talk about clean, simple, pure folk music. Potentially, I want to talk about musical influences, seeing as we're in this room with 50, 60 years of musical history sitting behind us. Can you talk about some of the artists who've been important to you growing up, and maybe in particular important to you while you're writing the album that's coming out next year?
Yeah, you know, the album kind of leans on some different influences for me. I was listening to a lot of the first 2 Pretenders records, and Jonathan Richman, trying to write some more esoteric things, just because, like I said, you know, the world seems stranger than fiction. You know, I grew up on Bruce and Dylan and Tom Waits and Tom Petty, and you know, sort of that classic dad rock that, you know, you associate with you know, a 5 o'clock shadow and an acoustic guitar and this harmonica rack. But it's been, I've sort of widened my taste. My favorite record from last year was by this girl Caroline Rose, who made a record called Loner that I think is like out of this world. And that's like that record inspired me a lot on this record. Sarlo worked on that too, so good for Sarlo.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Did you see that Pretenders tape that's like inches from your head right now?
Yeah, I did.
It's right at eye level. Yeah, there you go.
Is this on the King Biscuit Flower Hour?
That's one of that and the Talking Heads tape from that shelf are the 2 that are not part of that collection. That was from a festival in Canada called the Heatwave Festival in 1980.
Yeah.
And those tapes are just there. But every other tape on that shelf, yes, is the King Biscuit Flower Hour.
Gotcha. Yeah, I feel like the Pretenders, I mean, Pretenders get a lot of cred, but I still feel like they're slightly underrated, you know, like so much. I just feel like they, at least on this new record, they sort of like define so much of it, at least the guitar sounds on the record, you know. And Chrissy Hynde is the ultimate badass, so.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, dude, I've got her book. I've got Reckless on the bookshelf. If you need some reading, you may have that book. You may exit with this book as a thank you for doing this.
I'm gonna hold you to that when we're off air.
Yeah. Please do, man. Dude, we really appreciate again you coming by and playing music. So we just heard two from the new one, which comes out in 2020, and then we're going to hear one from previous record, right?
Yes, one classic hit from me. How you doing, Dave? Doing good. We have a great comic foil, as you can see. It's like Ed McMahon and.
I set him up and knocked him down.
Yeah. All right. This is this last song is on the last record. It's called "If You Want to Stay a While." If you gotta go, baby, then that's what will be. but I'll be right here when you come back home to me. And if you wanna stay a while, I think I got what you need. And I will lay my love before the heavens above in your company. I don't know why everything's always changing. I don't know why everything must end. But maybe, baby, if we try and just be patient, well, maybe everything is meant to begin again. So if you say that when something goes, that it's gone, who's to say for sure if you're right or you're wrong? So if you gotta go, baby, then that's what will be. But I'll be right here when you come back home to me. And if you wanna stay a while, I think I got what you need. And I'll lay my love before the heavens above in your company. And when you're lost and you cost yourself a world of trouble, and when your God doesn't fix anything for you now, and when the fresh cup of coffee that you set at the table, it doesn't give you more answers than it gives you doubts. Well, Frankie, I don't know what the future holds, no. But only you can decide if you go it alone. Only you know. So if you gotta go, baby, then that's what will be. But I'll be right here when you come back home to me. And if you wanna stay a while, I think I got what you need. And I will lay my love before the heavens above in your company. Oh, yeah. So when you ask if there's a reason you should keep on running, I don't know yet, no, but I believe. Oh, so if you gotta go, baby, then that's what will be. But I'll be right here when you come back home, to come back home to me. If you wanna stay a while, I think I got what you need. And I will lay my love before the heavens above in your company. Oh, will I sit? Oh, no, I don't ever wanna watch you leave. But if you gotta go, go now. heavens above in your company. So if you gotta go, baby, then that's what will be. But I'll be right here when you come back home to me. And if you wanna stay a while, I think I've got what you need. And I will lay my love before the heavens above in your company. And I will lay my love before the heavens above in your company now.
All right, man. Thank you guys both for coming and doing this. We appreciate it very much. Before we let you go, can we talk about what's coming up next? Can we? I should have asked you this offline. Can you talk about the supergroup stuff, or is that till, for a later date?
No, I'll talk about it.
Yeah.
We put together a supergroup. I don't know how super the supergroup is, but it's a supergroup. It's me and this guy Don DeLego, Anthony D'Amato, and Mike Montali of Hollis Brown. We're gonna be putting out a record some point after my record comes out. And tonight, Don's throwing a party at Lola, a Billy Joel themed party. So if you want to see me in the flesh or come hurl insults at me, that's where I'll be.
Yeah.
And then
Lola, that was High Watt, that was also it was Coney Island Baby,
yeah.
And but High Watt even before that.
Yeah. Same place.
Yeah.
And then we got a bunch of shows coming up and all that good stuff.
Yeah, shows. So you're going to be at the Poorhouse Music Hall in Raleigh, North Carolina, January 3rd,
Yep.
and then the Light of Day Fest in Asbury Park on January 18th and 19th, and New York show to be announced. The details are not
To be announced.
Yeah.
Coming soon. Wink, wink.
Yeah. Dude, a lot of happy people, man. Sammy and Corey from Oregon say hi.
Hi, guys.
Yeah, and Dave, you're getting some love as well. Somebody said "Happy Little Bass," which I believe is a Bob Ross reference, and that is a comment, and I enjoy it. Everyone's stoked on the other side of these screens, so thanks for doing this. And dudes, have a great rest of the day and enjoy Lola tonight. Thanks for doing this.
Yeah, cool, man.
All right.